Alright guys, welcome back to the Market Monitor. Let's start by discussing what exactly happened in the small cap index and in the markets on Friday, and also what should be our outlook for the next week or so, because I know that the markets have leaked, and now how do we actually look at treating what should be done in the markets, whether we should invest, whether we need to stay out, what are the things that I will be doing, etc. So let's start by discussing the small cap index. Alright, so we can see very clearly that on Friday 11th July, the small cap index have leaked, and they've leaked significantly. So what was happening is that we had this up run, right, from the 24th of June till the 30th of June, and then we saw a consolidation from 1st July all the way till 10th July. And we were riding the 10-day, one day was closed down, but then we closed above it. But after that, today we have, on Friday, we broke down and we've taken support from the 20-day. Now, one concept that I need you guys to really understand is that the moving averages are very, very important for any stock and for the index as well. The moving averages act as a support, they act as a level where the the indices, and the stocks all tend to, either they sort of wait over there, they sort of break down from there, etc. They're very pivotal levels for all traders to know. So the 20-day moving average, in my opinion, is going to be extremely important because the 20-day moving average is going to sort of tell us whether we're here for another up leg in the markets and see a potential bull rally, or are we here to just break down again and then take support from these levels of 17,930. And if we break down from there as well, then we could be on for another bear rally. So next week is going to be quite important. Ideally, what should happen is the market consolidates in these periods for another week or so, and then we see a big up move. However, we never know. The markets are supreme, so we let the markets decide that for us. Apart from that, let's discuss what actually happened in stocks on Friday. So Q Power. All right. So I bought Q Power on Thursday, as I told you guys, and Q Power was doing significantly well. It closed 13% up. So that was quite a good up move that we saw on Q Power on the 10th of July with a volume of 806 crores. So that's clear institutional buying. However, the next day you've stayed inside. This has actually still taken support from its 5-day moving average, which is a very good sign. But I personally decided, looking at the market conditions and the fact that we might start another red zone, to just book my profits. And if this makes another entry point, maybe look at it again. But for now, I'm out. Additionally, JP Power as well. So I traded JP Power, as you can see. Beautiful, beautiful flag formation, right? You come here, you're making a big VCP base. Actually, it's not a BCP base, just a big base because the volatility did not contract. But you made a big base, you went up 20% on buying of 2,100 crores, and then again forming your flag, taking support from the 5-day moving average, and then you break out. So this was actually a record breaking stock for me. It became risk free within 5 minutes, I think, in the first 5 minute candle itself. Yeah, there you go. Look, it was up 6% in the first 5 minutes. So risk-free entry in the first 5 minutes, and then I decided to book some profits at 2406 and then around my cost somewhere over there. So the idea was that JP Power, see the index right on that day. Let's have a look. So 11th July, yeah. So the index opens a bit down and then you end up making this up move. And this is when JP Power broke out. And then with this entire deflation in the index, we saw the same thing in JP Power as well, the full squat. So I decided again, as I follow a simple rule of environment over sector over setup, that just take the gains that I'm getting and get out of here. And that's exactly what I did. The idea is that these small losses tend to, they equal out my small gains. So small gains and small losses cancel each other out, and then those big gains really make a portfolio impact, such as I've shown you multiple times, R Power. This big gain from here to here, 18 odd percent, made a big impact. Or GRSE, from here all the way till here, 38%. So the idea is that I want these stocks to make an impact, and these small losses like I had in Sambhav or JG Chem should be cancelled out with Q Power, JP Power, etc. That's how to actually move the portfolio forward. So that's exactly what I did on Friday. And now the outlook for the next week, I actually did scan stocks, and let's go through a few setups. So in the pharma space, the setups are decent. So Star Pharma is one flag that's being formed. Aarti Pharma is another flag. Wockhardt already broke out, but maybe we can see some more consolidation here. It broke out on a buying of 555 crores, which is not too bad actually. But then you see a big squat here because of the market conditions. Yatarit Hospital is decent as well. And then we move on to auto sector. So Force Motors and Lumax Autotech and SML Isuzu. Now this stock, Isuzu, is something that I'm really keen on. The reason being that I can see clear institutional accumulation here, right? 4 days you're up 60-70%, and you're up on a buying of like what 500 crores this day, and your average volume is for 40 crores, so that's 10x buying. So looking good. However, the environment is just not, it's not right. There's no stocks that are, mouth-watering setups for me to actually think about. I have to take a position over here. There's nothing like that right now. And I'm probably going to be sitting out the entirety of next week. It's seeming like that because of the way that the market has behaved. Apart from that, even if we look at, IPOs, Helen is one thing that's looking decent, but too volatile for me to even consider right now, and I barely even found any BCPs. The idea is that I don't want to just enter stocks for the sake of entering them. I want to make sure that the odds are in my favor when I enter them. And what do I mean by that? The environment is right, the sector is right, and the setup is right. When all three things line up, like it did for R Power, GRSC, Cochin Shipyard, Q Power, that's when the real money is made. Not in these times when the red zones are probably going to come, or we're in a yellow zone and there are not strong sectors or strong, stock setups being formed. So, not really something I'm keen on right now. Another stock that's being talked about a lot is Vari Energies. Now, this stock is very interesting. The way that this stock has behaved over the past, I'd say 3 months, has been quite interesting. So, you see a big up move here, 35%, gap up on earnings, right? Then you make a consolidation, you make your flag over here, you're up 10% on the flag, big gap down because of US solar news, consolidate, up move again, and then you're sort of here, and then now you tease the retail traders over here, move up around 6% and sit right back down in 2 days, move up again, and now you're consolidating. So maybe this time could be the actual final time that we see Vari, really get ready like this, and then we're ready for the big move, and then we move out well. But hey, only the market knows. And yeah, apart from that, I would say there's nothing much to do in the stock market right now. Just take a chill pill, enjoy the time off, because the markets are not giving us opportunities, and very key pivotal levels to be breached or to be maintained soon. So keep an eye out for that. Apart from that, follow me on Twitter, and more real time updates will be posted there. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.